Well, today, the forensic pathologist who performed autopsies on the wife and son of Alec Murdaugh faces cross-examination from the defense. Greg Adeline is in Walterboro in Colleton County, breaking down testimony in the ongoing double murder trial. Greg?
Good afternoon to you, Dondi. That testimony at times was graphic as the defense cross-examined this forensic pathologist who performed the autopsies on both Paul and Maggie Murdaugh. And we do want to warn you that some of the testimony could be disturbing to listen to for some viewers because, again, the descriptions were very graphic at times. Dick Harpootlian cross-examining Dr. Ellen Reimer. She's that forensic pathologist and was really pressing her on the trajectory of some of the entry wounds and some of the shells that were fired, especially the shotgun blast that killed Paul Murdaugh, trying to show that the patterns of the entry wounds don't square up, as Alec Murdaugh was much taller than his son. Reimer testifying that the shotgun shells, though, were fired from a lower angle. And you'll remember Prosecutor Creighton Waters in his opening statement demonstrated how Murdaugh carried the shotgun low and fired slightly upward. The graphic descriptions from the defense that we've seen through the trial appear to be an attempt, at least, to cast doubt that their client, by all accounts a loving father, would be capable of committing such brutal murders. Now, throughout the testimony yesterday and today, Alec Murdaugh was seen in the courtroom weeping, visibly disturbed by the graphic descriptions of the murders of his wife and son. The defense also tried to undercut the pathologist's conclusion that neither Maggie nor Paul had defensive wounds, and that's very important, specifically that Paul's arms were down when he was shot. Now, she also said emphatically that this was a homicide, a death caused at the hands of someone else, but time and time again, Harpootlian sought to press Reimer about her conclusions. She did not budge, in fact, correcting him on multiple occasions. Here's a sample of that.
But my determination, based on my experience, was that the entrance wound was over here. Doesn't mean somebody else cannot disagree with me. But that's my opinion.
Somebody can disagree with you, and that would be a reasonable disagreement.
Well, I would say that people can disagree, but that doesn't mean that doesn't change the truth.
Now back out here live, prosecutors hope to have their case wrapped up as soon as tomorrow. But before then, we expect to hear a third interview that law enforcement conducted with Alec Murdaugh after June the 7th, 2021. Happened likely several days after that. We've heard 2 interviews so far, but we expect to hear a third. We're also expecting to hear from the investigator with SLED, David Owens, who conducted those interviews. His testimony expected to take place either this afternoon or tomorrow. We're live in Walterboro. Greg Adeline, WIS News 10.
Greg, thank you. And you can follow the trial on WISTV.com. You also can watch it through our apps, Roku, YouTube, and Fire TV.